go to Jasmine in the NYC. What's up, Jasmine? How we doing?
Hi, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course. What's up?
So I have a bit of a situation here. I just finished actually the Total Money Makeover book, and I'm in baby step 2. But I have a total of $15,000 in credit card debt. So it's not much, but when you think of my age and kind of how much I make, I really shouldn't be in this situation.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
How did you rack up $15,000 in credit card debt?
I got credit cards and I did not know how to spend correctly.
Do you have a bunch of cool stuff?
Yeah. I think I was in a situation where my parents got divorced and all that stuff, and I ended up being very, very independent. And I think that way to cope with a lot of my problems was to shop.
Okay.
So,
listen.
You're
Jasmine,
the first one to ever do that, Jasmine.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Jasmine, listen.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of people, a lot, on my show, on this show, and coaching all over the country. Very few people who are twice, 3 times your age have the level of insight you just displayed. The idea that, hey, when I am stressed, when I'm trying to figure out why my parents broke up, why my dad chose them over me, like when you can say, okay, this happens in my body, and then I just start shopping, if you can link those two together, which you've done, you are so far ahead of the game. Because now you know, okay, my body feels like this. When it does that, I'm going to create some alternative plans so that I don't hurt future Jasmine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want to give you some encouragement. You are way ahead of the game. Now he's got to figure out how to clean this mess up and get on the road, right?
So continue on, Jasmine. What's the question?
So I currently just transferred schools to a much cheaper school because I was paying way too much and I had student loans. I'm going into the school now, going into my junior year with no student loans. And I'm going to continue on with my next year with no student loans as well, God willing. But I still have to pay off my student loans that are for my old school. That's $12,000. I've been listening to a lot of your guys' podcasts and all that, and you guys always say, like, don't wait for the government, pay off your student loans. And my student loans are unable to be touched at the moment until June, quote unquote, waiting for the government to make a decision. I don't want to gain more interest on everything. So I kind of just don't know really what to do in terms of the order of things, if I should be tackling my credit card debt or my student loans. Like, I really just kind of don't know what to do.
So are the student loans broken up, or is it one giant $12,000 loan?
One giant $12,000. Well, it's broken up, unsub, sub, but yeah, in total it's $12,000.
But you make individual payments on separate loans.
The provider that I have gives me an option to either do all or one by one.
Okay. So it sounds like they are separate loans. And so what I would do is just list every single individual balance out, smallest to largest, and ignore the interest rate. And you said you can't pay on them?
It's telling me that I don't have to until June.
You don't have to.
Because they want to
you have the ability to.
Yes, you can. And put your credit cards in there as well.
Okay, so just basically put my loans inside of my whole snowball.
Yes, wherever the credit cards fall in there. So if you have, it sounds like you've got multiple credit cards?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just list them all out. They'll be commingled in there in the debt snowball. But if you list them out from smallest to largest and tackle each individual balance, you will feel the progress versus staring at a mountain of $12,000 and a mountain of $15,000. Because the smallest balance is probably a few $100, maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
And now we go, okay, I could pay off $1,000. And then you go, all right, the next biggest one's $2,000, but I freed up that payment. So I can roll that payment plus the margin I was throwing at it into the next one. And that is how the debt snowball has gotten so many people to debt freedom.
And don't be afraid to be as cheesy or as creative as you want to be. I was in my late 30s, maybe it was mid 30s. I don't remember. I was too old to be doing what I was doing. My wife and I were paying everything off, and we just created one of those construction paper chains that you tear off every time you hit a milestone. You pay off a credit card, or you pay off. You move that number from $20,000 to $19,000 to $18,000, and we hung it in our bedroom Just so I have to see it every day. So get creative and just begin to knock these credit cards out and the student loans out one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other.
What's your income, Jasmine?
Okay. I make $50K.
Awesome.
$50K? Doing
Way
what?
to go.
I'm a manager at a restaurant.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very blessed.
You
but
can
different decisions.
knock this out in a year. Right?
I hope so, yeah.
No, Jasmine. You could have your 21st birthday and owe nobody anything.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Thank
Just imagine that for a second.
Yes, I definitely do.
And then on the day after the night of your 21st birthday, your boss says, "Hey, you got to come in and work." You're like, "It's my 21st birthday. I took off 6 months ago." And he's like, "I don't care what you did. You're coming into work." And you can smile and be like, "No, I'm not." Because you will be free, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome.
You got this,
Have you
Jasmine.
watched the FPU videos?
No, I haven't. I've been deciding if I want to do that or not.
We
All right,
decided for you.
We got you. We're going to send you Financial Peace University because we're to welcome you to our gang. We're going to send it to you. Here's the deal. You got to watch them all. And if you're really cool, you can bring a couple of friends with you and start spreading this message with them too. But we'll send you, and we're going to go ahead and send you the Every Dollar app as well as a part of this package. And you can begin to learn to manage your money as you get better and better at budgeting and going through all of the lessons. So hang on the line here, and Jenna will hook you up with FP.